I didn't grow up knowing I would do this work. Although I could do it as a kid, adulthood made me forget everything I knew back then. I didn't have a gift. What I had was a black cat named Lucky and a season in my life where I had nothing left to lose by listening. I came to Germany for love. I fell in love with a German, built a life here, and when that relationship ended, I found myself completely at sea. I adopted a black cat and named him Lucky to mark a new beginning. He has spent his entire life with an elderly woman who believed black cat brought misfortune. He had been blamed, hidden away, made to feel wrong for existing. When I brought him home, he disappeared under the sofa for a week. He had never once felt safe or loved. Around the same time, a book on animal communication found its way into my hands in the bookstore, as if it had been placed there for me. I found a teacher in Austria offering online classes, and without telling anyone, I enrolled in a year-long training program and began practicing tuning in with Lucky. I asked him to share his story with me, and he did. He told me about the fear, the shame, the years of being made to feel like a burden. He shared it with such dignity and such relief that someone had finally asked him. I sat with him for a long time afterward, just holding what he had given me. That was the moment everything changed, not because I discovered I had a special ability, but because I realized that Lucky had been speaking his whole life and that I had finally learned again how to hear him. We did years of work together. Slowly, he learned he was lovable exactly as he was. And then one night, after all these years, he finally let me hold him for the first time. He melted into my arms, and I knew before he told me. He thanked me. He said it was time. Lucky showed me that every animal has a full world inside them, and that every devoted guardian has the ability to reach it. He's the reason I do this work today. He's the reason I know it works. And he's the reason you're watching this video right now. Lucky passed not long after that night, and I made him a promise that I would spend the rest of my life making sure other animals got to be heard the way he was heard. That devoted pet parents who knew deep down that their animal was trying to tell them something would have somewhere to go. This is why I created HeartBond. I have now worked with guardians and their animals across 6 countries. I have sat with animals who were grieving, animals the vets had given up on, animals carrying the emotional weight of an entire household quietly at the expense of their own well-being. And in almost every case, the guardian already sensed something was there. She just needed someone who could reach her animal and translate what she had been feeling all along. I trained in mediumship, animal communication, and energy healing. I tested everything on myself and on my own animals before I even brought it to my client. And I don't talk in spiritual fluff. I make this accessible, practical, and real because Lucky showed me it is real. And that is the only standard I work to. If you are here because your animal has changed and you cannot name why, or because you have always felt the depth of your bond but never had words for it, you are in the right place. I would love to be the person who helps you hear your animal, the way Lucky helped me to learn to listen. If you're ready, you will find both ways to work with me on this website. First, the animal communication session, where I speak with your animal and translate what they are carrying. And the second way is the HeartBond pathway, where I teach you to do that yourself. Both doors are open, and your animal has been waiting at one of them. Choose what feels right for you, because you know your animal is more than a pet.